Hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to Wyatt, and I'm your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans. Grr, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. Hi. I said hi to all my YouTubers out there. If you like what you see and if you like what you hear, then click all of them subscribe buttons at the bottoms of all of your screens. And because I know you loves me, I know you do, give me those likes. Because I always like to know what you are thinking. Well, send me feedback. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, 2 things. First of all, I've got a new YouTube social media short series called Let Me Tell You Something Right Now. Yes, it's all over YouTube. That's where I opine about relevant, critical things that I think are important that run through my mind. Also, to get my free Substack newsletter, go to www.substack.com/@Wyatt Out Loud. Today's Wyatt shines a spotlight on Mr. Christopher Kelly. He's the founder of Flex Innovations, LLC, a rising media and videography company focused on, storytelling, event coverage, promotions, and community engagement. And Mr. Kelly has a very compelling story to share. So let's get into it. So without further ado, Wyatt welcomes Mr. Christopher Kelly, a content creator and founder of Flex Innovations, LLC, a rising media and videography company focused on storytelling, event coverage, promotions, and community engagement. That's one hell of a lot, and I like it. Talk at me, my brother. How the hell are you?
I'm doing well, Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Wyatt. I'm good there, Wyatt. I'm good. I'm doing well.
All right. You're looking well. You're looking good. So, I only like the good-looking people on my show. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Hope I can pass.
Yeah, you make the cut. You make the cut. All right. But look, man, seriously, thank you for taking the time to stop by. Wyatt, before we kick off the show, I have to thank Mr. LJ Ugarte for connecting us. And LJ is an award-winning actor, producer, and singer. He's also the founder and CEO of Fire Creek Entertainment. So thank you, Mr. Ugarte. Yes.
Great guy.
He is a great, talented guy with a big heart. Okay, so, all right, Chris.
Yes?
Your company, Flex Innovations, LLC, is, and I quote, a fashion and anime-inspired cinematic media brand focused on stylized videography, creative storytelling, and visual aesthetics. It showcases fashion-driven content, behind-the-scenes production, and the journey of building a bold, visually creative media business, end quote. Tell us, Mo. Come on, tell us.
Well, I've been using cameras for a very long time. I've been capturing film. I've been filming and basically capturing every event of my life since my daughter was born.
Oh,
that's when I first picked up this camera right there.
Yeah.
Yes, old Kodak. Probably it's definitely about over a decade old, but I've been captured ever since she was born. I started, filming. I picked up the camera. Every time I went out to the park, I had that strapped to my chest right here, just walking out, and just anything between having her ride a bike to just the sunlight that she was in, her smile. So yeah. But since then, I've been capturing my everyday life. As a videographer, I'm always filming something.
Right.
I'll film myself making breakfast. I'll film myself, routine, making my smoothies, just my everyday routine, So but I really like to put my anime, my anime background and my anime fandom into the edits that I put my film into, like, that I film.
Well,
So,
you read my mind because that was going to be my next question. Why? Why do you incorporate the energy of anime into your video work? I mean, I know it's intentional, but what compels you to do that?
anime just has such action and vivid scenes and artistry, and just the passion behind some of these stories that for anime is just is really inspiring, because you can really leave your where you're at and just enter that world, go
Mm-hmm.
into their, go into their dimension, their that plane of, what they paint the picture so well. And they
Mm-hmm.
also have like just such, every anime character has such drive and passion, even when everything's stacked up against them.
Right.
Of course, the real good ones, they might be missing an arm and they're still fighting. So, it's just so inspirational that, in real life, people have that motivation, and they're based off of real hustle, real grind, real,
Mm-hmm.
trauma, real, trying to get over something. So, yeah, I really incorporated into every, like, a lot of my a lot of my creative direction is influenced by anime storytelling. I can
Mm.
make something out of nothing. So,
All right. That's a good answer, Mr. Kelly. Now look, before we get into how your personal story is about evolving from survival to building a lasting brand, let's book it down the quarters of time so we can find out all about your backstory, because the Wyatt audience is nosy like that. It's like inquiring minds want to know. So, where were you born and raised?
I was born Columbia, Maryland. I was raised in Jessup, Maryland.
Get out of here, because I'm a native Washingtonian. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Yep. I love it out there. My grandfather was a entrepreneur in the 50s, a teacher.
Hey.
He had his bachelor's, his master's degree, and he provided a household for the whole family.
Uh-huh.
He had 3 kids, and their entire family, 2 of them had 3 kids, and one of them had 4 kids.
Oh.
So that's 36. That's 10 kids. That's 10 grandchildren that he housed, and was able to let the parents and family, and he built houses for them. He had a concrete business.
Oh, wow.
So,
Amazing. That's great.
yeah, that's where we come from, Jessup.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I had a great childhood, always in the woods, never really wanted for nothing. And, ended up getting into, relationships, and had some kids, I had 3 beautiful children. And ever since then, I've just always been working and providing for them.
Mm-hmm.
But, so as of late, yeah, so that's the roots of everything right there. So.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna back it up a little bit because I always like to ask my guests this question. What was Chris like as a little boy, a little nipper? Give us like
Oh yeah.
3 characteristics that best describes you.
I was basically a very outgoing,
Oh, that's good. All right.
a people person for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and just extremely active, like always out in the woods, riding my bike. I had played sports a lot, always on that trampoline doing some backflips or something like that, or cartwheeling backflips on the ground,
Damn.
playing with sticks like they're swords and stuff like that out in the woods,
Mm.
loving nature.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. Look, let's fast forward. Tell us about your transformation from survival to building a lasting brand.
The transformation involved a lot of, shadow work. I didn't even know I was doing it before I was doing it. Pretty
Interesting.
much, turning into a person that takes accountability for their actions, intentional or not. You really have to, like, at the end of the day, if something happened to me that I didn't agree with, then I would try to do my best to see, like, okay, what involvement in this did I have? What could I have done different?
Right.
So, just taking accountability as a person, even young, running around having multiple, relationships and, being that playboy and stuff like that. I didn't like that, just being open with people, being transparent was a big part of my journey. Just knowing who I am and taking people for what they are. I made a recent poem that I just came up with, and it's just about seeing through one eye and then seeing through the other eye. And I call this the good eye because I'm good. I'm a good person. I mean well. I want everyone to do well. But there's the evil eye where you see people's evil, you see for what it is. And that's basically what the poem is about. And sometimes you see it and you use that eye, the evil eye, and it changes your perspective, but you need them to both resonate like yin and yang,
Interesting.
Yin and yang. So yeah, just being accountable and knowing how people are and trying to maneuver through that, knowing that these encounters aren't necessarily negative. Like you're learning. You see people for who they are. It's a good thing because you're not blind to it, pretty much.
Got it. That makes Chris. That makes a lot of sense. Let me pull one of your quotes. You say, and I quote, my journey is rooted in resilience, personal growth, and entrepreneurship. Through videography and content creation, I aim to inspire others to pursue their goals and create opportunities for themselves so that eventually we can build a community and network together, end quote. I really like that. Let's delve into that. Expound on that, please.
Yeah. So basically, if I make it with my dreams and passion, I would love to give back. I know that a lot of people aren't properly housed, properly paid, properly fed. So I would love to assist with something like that if I could actually be in a position to do so. Basically, like, everybody's got to go off. I made my LLC because we're all entrepreneurs. We all have a talent. There's so much money out there. We just have to figure out how to get it. And we don't all have the blueprint.
Right.
So, when they come for us, when things happen, we're only one toothpick. We're a toothpick, but, so they can come and like, all right, get that out of the way. Get that toothpick gone. But if there's about 3 of them toothpicks, it's a little bit harder to just break them, or at least 4 or 5 would be even better if you got 10 toothpicks. They can't just come and just break that and just keep on moving, So if we come together, network, I feel like life is all about sharing information and having fun.
It is.
So, can't go wrong like that,
Absolutely. Well put. Okay. Mr. Kelly, let's chat about being a content creator and what that entails. First of all, what inspired you to become a content creator?
Well, I think I was posting things constantly before I decided to become a content creator. Just filming my journey, filming the things that I enjoyed, like nature and me walking with my dog and my kids playing, having fun, that sunset. But becoming a content creator began when I kind of got into the social media for looking for assistance. Looking, like, telling my story, being in the situation where I really needed some help. So I reached out to social media, and it helped me by having people just being able to vent and tell me about, just some people would assist with certain things, but, just somebody listening to your story.
Right.
So, I looked into it a little bit more, and I got on TikTok, YouTube, and I saw that, wow, there's people actually quitting their jobs, making money for this, So I feel like I have a very interesting lifestyle, a very interesting life. Like there's ASMR, there's comedy, there's vivid scenes. So like I have all that through my POV. I see it all. So I like to try to share that with people that maybe don't see the things that I see, even if it's this sunset that everybody sees, but you don't get that same color, you don't get those same colors. You know what I mean? So,
I do.
you know, you know.
That's a very fascinating way of putting it. So, walk us through, Chris, your content creation process from idea to publication. How does that work? Everybody has a different process.
Yeah. So I already have my life set up like an anime adventure.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so
All
you got
right.
to look at it like that. So you just get up in the morning and just like, all right, they're very disciplined. There's honor involved. So you have to respect yourself, respect, honor others, take care of yourself, have a routine, study, be very
Interesting.
disciplined. So when I'm going around, I have, if I'm filming something and decide to edit it, then it's very rare because last night I was inspired because I was watching something and I came up with these words in my head and it turned into a poem. After I wrote it down, I'm like, wow, this actually rhymes the whole thing through.
Yeah.
So some things are just come to me, but when I plan it out, um, I have a vision.
Mhm.
I know what angle I want to hit myself coming from out the kitchen and then making that smoothie. I went to go pick some berries and like there's that focus of me walking. I give you the POV, my POV. I put the camera down and I'll walk past it. Of course, I got to walk back and then go get it and then go. But I love editing. I love the editing. I love planning it out. I love showing the adventure. I love having a great camera that can show the detail in these
Yeah.
flowers and this new tree or what's that? Like look it up and yeah. So, I have it's all in my mind and I lay it out and it's through the editing that I can really show it. Like I love editing. I really do like editing things, and film and
Ah.
anything.
Well, like that movie, the beautiful A Beautiful Mind, my brother.
Yeah,
So, how do you build and maintain engagement with your audience?
learning consistency.
Mhm.
I've been going live a lot on TikTok, YouTube, sometimes Facebook, but
Yeah, I've been noticing that. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and you can really tell it like it is. And I like live because you see people from all over the world, and so you can really put the stuff out there, get some fans, and you can't meet these people, and you'd be surprised how many people that you actually can be cool with in the
Hmm.
world but can't reach. So um, it's very good. I like that. I like that about it.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, Mister. Now, let's dig deeper into Flex Innovations LLC. First, what inspired you to become a videographer and how did you learn your craft?
Well, I decided because there are things that I can't write down in the journal. They
Right.
say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is undeniable. You'd think, but you can, it's there. It's right there in your face. It's not an image. It's an event. It's an occurrence, and
Hmm.
you can see it. It's not, like we get fooled with some of this AI, but you can tell that the video is a video. So just filming everything and wanting to show people, kind of my POV or just to show, just to be creative. It's really a creative outlet. I like being in front and behind the camera.
Uh,
I have so many different ideas that I like to write down and make into content, but uh, I write it down and I don't make enough content that I've come up with, but it's a process and I kind of like just jot some stuff down and I plan on doing some videography on it, but it's just something that inspires me because I see it done And I'm like, hey, I can do that too. And it's sort of, like I said, it's just a different way of explaining things through, film. So I'd love to make media, like be a real media production company up and running with people with cameras, and I could direct and produce, that would be something awesome. But, my videography shows that part and that side of me right now.
Ah, okay.
Like,
Aha. Okay. What is the mission of Flex Innovations LLC?
so basically, I want to network. I want to be able to be a prominent business, like top 10 production companies out there. I want to be able to network with everyone. I want to have this established company that doesn't do it for the money. I want to be able to share the vision and the quality of the service with people with passion that are like-minded, and eventually be able to provide my kids with jobs and people with jobs, and so that they won't have to be in any type of struggle. I want to be able to provide, and so like I really want to be able to have my company be one of the top quality providers of video, like as a videographer. Like, okay, so
that makes
I want to.
that makes sense. You know what? That leads me to the next thing I want to talk about is that, my brother, you created and produced a major campaign for Mandate, which is the national organization that empowers Black, gay, SGL, and bisexual men. And that's a big deal because Mandate is well respected. And there are different, what should I say? In different cities, they're all over in various cities. That's what I'm trying to say. So, first of all, give us the 411 on that campaign. What was it all about?
So, it's pretty much a space and a place where people of the Black community can come, LGBTQ, and they can express themselves, they can tell their stories, they can be around people that are just like them. They can learn from their stories. There's a group session, they can talk about it. They have meals, so you eat up, and just a real chill environment for people a safe place for people to come to and be able to associate and get to learn about and are educated on certain things in the community. So it's a great experience, honestly. And the people are awesome. I've met Onyx members, and people that are doing big things for the community and, themselves. So it's an awesome experience.
It is. I can attest to that because over the years I've been to some of the Mandate meetings. So yeah, tell you what, let everybody see your the promotional,
the whole thing.
Yeah, the promotional video for the Mandate campaign. So can we do that, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. So let's do it right now.
So we can communicate with each other throughout the month on topics, on issues, on things that are going on. A lot of things that we are going to have to do as a community, and that's why we exist.
It's never just about marriage alone.
It's a community of people that are just like you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've never really liked the word best friend. I like you have several guys who I'm very, very close with.
A friend told me that all relationships end either by death or decision. And he's right.
I told him I was gay. He said, why? And I told him why. Because he didn't know. And he said, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Hey, baby, how are you?
I think cultivating is me being vulnerable about who I am, being confident enough to be able to have that space available for them to come in and then share things about themselves, and we continue that process.
We've got people that are experts in that area. We love that aspect session. Dr. Hodge at the time said, we've got to, this is something that Black, gay, and bisexual trans men need to do.
Like, keeping her memory alive is so important to me, because other people will have a caricature of her just
So that we can teach how to do them safely and the right way to go about it, one way to approach it. Protocol is very important, consent is very important.
Yeah.
I hope that we all have that, somebody that holds us in our memory when we transition to say that person was legendary.
It's like I can be with Black and brown people and look like me, and I'm just as kinky as me. We all can have
I can take it.
And training, which I'll give you a brief commercial on because that's what that page is right now. Can you talk a little bit, Donald, about that switch that you just mentioned?
You didn't see how they suffered behind the scenes. You didn't see how they poured and prayed over you even though you hated them. You didn't see how they given everything until they had nothing to give. And I get to hold you for the rest of my days. I won the lottery.
We're back. Outstanding. Chris, what has been the response to the video, to the whole campaign, actually?
The people that I was working with, they said that they enjoyed it a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to some of the people that were in the video. They loved it. I don't put anything out there completed and edited without my critique on it, you know? So I'm like, I enjoyed it. I think I captured, man, it was hours of filming. And then, well, a couple of hours of filming.
Wow. And
more in editing. So, you know, finding those key points, and I wanted to do it over too, but just to catch other factors of it, because I went for a specific thing and was working with somebody during that time, seeing what they wanted to get out of it. But yeah, it was I got some good feedback on that one, and it got some pretty good views too on other platforms.
I can tell you did really an exceptional job. It really told the story of Mandate, and it really gave you the essence of their mission. So really good job.
Thank you.
Through our conversation, I'm finding out that you really enjoy the editing process. What about editing really jazzes you? Because you seem to be really into editing, that phase of it.
Yeah. I have the eye. I really do. I have the eye. I know what vibe I'm trying to bring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, I'm a everything in this place and a place for everything type of person. So when it comes down to me going over it and then be like, I don't like that. So if I'm walking in the room and I walk past a sock, I'm like, get the sock up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it has to be very lined up, set up neat, and polished just right. Even certain times I'll come back like, okay, that scene didn't hit when the beat dropped. Like, you know, I'll go back like, no, that's not working for me. I can do something with that. So yeah, like I'm very tedious oriented with it, you know, it's not for everybody.
Listen, man, I can relate to that because as an author, I'm the same way, because I will construct a scene, put it on paper, walk away from it and say, oh, let me do this. Maybe it would be better if he did that way. I'm so into the nuances and all of that stuff. So I totally get where you're coming from, you know. You know, so that makes an even better product. Which leads me to ask you this. What separates a good videographer from a great videographer?
Being original. being original and not doing what the next guy did. You have to have a real passion for it, not think about the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you really have to have your drive be for your, like, not a profession, but more of a, like, more of, you're doing it to do, not doing it to do it, but you're doing it because it's a project that needs to get done the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's very, you know, as you know, you have to be driven to do it. You know, like that's the best I could say. Like, you have to be driven to do it. You have to want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I can't put something out there without it being a specific way. Like, oh, that's good. That's good. I put that out there. It is my project. It is my, it's like my, every project's like a little baby, you know? So just watch it grow. Like, it's
Yes.
finally grown. It's formed. It's there. So go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go. See what happens. You know, so.
I get it. I totally get it. Yes. Yeah, I get it. So, what do you want Flex Innovations LLC to look like in the foreseeable future? What's your, like, three? I hate to ask the old cliched question, but I will anyway. What's your 3 to 5 year plan?
3 to 5 year plan is to get more clients that I can do edits for, filming, assistance, networking with a lot more people that actually have these budgets and that are actually not just small projects that I'm doing all the work for and having nothing returned. I want to be able to put this passion towards, like, things that are solid. I just want to work with a lot more people that are actually doing stuff, not planning to do stuff and not flaking, but, you know, people that have the drive. So I want to be able to associate this company with people that, let's go, let's do it. You need something done. I can get it done. Like, I just need you to hold it up on your end. So a lot of, you know, just, working with some the right people and, making something shake, you know, so that's big for me right now. I have so much passion and drive. I want Flex Innovations to be on billboards. I want it to be, you know, I want to get to work, you know, so.
So you ain't into half stepping.
I'm trying to get this cracking right now.
No half stepping and no shitting.
Ain't no half stepping.
Remember that, don't you? You remember that?
That part.
Okay, let me ask you this, Chris. What critical pieces of advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Aspiring entrepreneur, it's easier than you think to start it up, but it's harder to maintain. You have to keep going, pray on it, because it actually works. It really works when you pray. Think positive energy, think positive vibes, put the negative energy the focus that you put on anything negative goes towards the negative energy.
Right.
If you focus on your drive, if you focus on your hustle, then the positive energy actually manifests. So you can will it. So, and be disciplined and be consistent and be true to the people that you're dealing with. So, but protect your brand.
That is outstanding advice. Everybody listen up. All right. Now listen, how do we grown folks contact you, follow you, connect with you? Give us your social media.
I'm at Flex Innovations LLC on all handles. You can email zckellyz@gmail.com. There is another Gmail. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right Gmail, because I have the other one. You can definitely reach me at flexinnovations at flexinnovationsllc@gmail.com. And it's on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook.
So in other words, you is everywhere.
I'm all over there. I mean, I'm trying. There's a lot of different ones like X and all that stuff, but I gotta get all that together. But I have all those too.
You is everywhere, and that's a damn good.
All over the place.
That's a damn good thing. Mr. Christopher Kelly, thank you so much for stopping by, Wyatt. It is greatly appreciated, man.
I appreciate it too. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you.
And listen, you have an open invitation. When you have something like spectacular happening, get your ass back on the show so we can so we can tell the people what's going on.
Oh yeah, I like that. I will be back for sure.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I will be back. I will be back. Thank you, Mr.
Classics.
Kelly. So classic, right? I will be back. Listen, Christopher Kelly will be back. He will be back.
I will be back.
Anywho, thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. So y'all, there you have it. You can find the official Wyatt podcast page at WyattEvans.com, the go-to destination for LGBTQ plus news, features, commentary, and entertainment. WyattEvans.com is visited by more than 100 countries on the regular. All I can say to that is, hey, baby. And at WyattEvans.com, you'll find my smoking hot, HAWT hot, Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. And as you just saw on the top, the newest installment is called Shattered. I said Shattered. And y'all, Shattered is full of action, danger, intrigue, sexually charged situations, passion, and all of the wonderful elements that you're used to in the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. So get your new copy of Shattered. Now, you can follow me, your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans, all across social media, and poof, is right there for you to peruse, like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments or whatever, you can hit me up at WyattOnAir@gmail.com. So until next time, y'all, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. I said woof.